You know, not all heroes wear capes. That's all I'm going to say.
Hang on.
I was a hero the other day.
Oh,
I was a hero. Unexpected
you
hero.
saved someone. You dived into the ocean.
I did not. I saved a person. Not a person. No, none of that.
A dog. You saved the dog.
A dog.
Did you really save a dog?
Yeah, so what happened, right?
I was joking.
Sometimes at night I go for a late night walk, maybe after tea, maybe 10 or something like that, just walk around the neighbourhood. That sounds a bit creepy.
Look at a few windows.
Yeah.
Oh, here he comes again.
I always think of Celia Piccola's routine, and she goes, if you got your windows open, I'm looking in your house. And she says the best day is when the cool change comes through and everyone's got their doors open. And she's like,
true.
I'm walking through the neighbourhood looking in your house. She's a funny woman. And because we go for a lot of walks, me, Kieran, and our daughter, Kitty, who's 18. The two boys don't want to come.
Of course they don't. Why would you want to go?
And we're
for a
often
walk?
saying, we imagine people looking at going, there's that poor girl with her old parents.
Some sort of cult.
Yeah. Just a lone child. Then occasionally Barney will come, who's 16, and they'll look at it and go, oh, they've got like another boy. It must be an exchange student. Who's that? Anyway, so I often go for a walk by myself, though, sometimes at night.
Well, why is that?
Clear my head. I like it.
I wouldn't imagine you get a clogged up head.
No, but also, it can help with digestion too, I reckon. Don't you reckon? Go for a walk.
Break wind.
Pushes everything down.
No, you're right. There is no doubt that going for... We tend to do it down the beach. Love a walk at night.
Yeah.
And look up at the stars and,
You're looking at the stars. I'm looking at people's windows, whatever. I'm like Neighbourhood Watch. Remember that? That was big in the 80s.
if you saw something going on in a thing, would you react?
Well, no. If there was some kind of crime being committed, I would.
What would you do?
Well, I'd just yell out or something. I don't want to
You'd yell out.
I don't want to get involved. Well, if someone's like stealing something or attacking someone.
What about if someone, let's just say someone was in the nude?
Well, there's nothing I can do about that.
Would you stay and look?
No, I keep moving. I've seen that before, actually, and you just keep, oh, my God.
What, you've seen in the window, seen someone in the nude?
Yeah, once, maybe. I think it was a man. Anyway, unrewarding. Anyway, so I'll go at the front of my house, and then my neighbour's brother turns up, who I know. He'd be about our age. He lives in the country, right?
Yep.
So this is about 10 o'clock at night, and he's like,
hang on. He turns up where?
He drives up in his car.
Oh, right.
Okay, so he's staying at my neighbour's house.
Yep.
He's the brother from the country, right? I think his name's Tony.
Yeah.
I've met him a few times. He's like, Dave,
yeah,
how you going? I go, yeah, good. What's going on? He goes, I've just come up to stay for a few days, and he had his dog with him. And I said, I didn't know he had a dog. He's like, yeah, Rusty. I think his name, Rusty the dog. He's been really good to me. He's been great company.
There we go.
He's a great dog and stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, and we have a quick chat. And then I go, oh, I'm going to go for a walk. And he's like, where's Rusty? I'm like, I don't know. The dog has just bolted. And so the guy's like, oh, he starts to panic. Oh, I don't know. He doesn't know this area. He's from the country. He's not used to the city.
Big trouble.
Big trouble. He goes, I don't know. Oh, Rusty. And he's yelling out for the dog. Rusty. And I'm looking around. I can barely remember what the dog looks like, And so I said, oh, okay, well, I'm going for a walk. All right, if I see...
I'll leave you with your problem.
Yeah, well, I'm not a dog person.
Doesn't matter. You could have hung around at least.
I still hung around a little bit.
Make a gesture and pretend that you're looking for the dog. That's what I do.
Well, so I walk, seriously, down the road towards the park. And I wouldn't walk in the park at night, though. That's too weird.
That'd be weird.
That'd be weird.
Because what you do is not weird, just walk on the streets.
In the park. And I walk past a block of flats, and there's this Rusty sitting there. The little dog's just sitting there.
So what'd you do?
Well... Because I'm not, I don't know, do I pick it up or whatever? And I just go, Rusty. And he goes, woof, like this. So he barks hello.
It's like a scene from Lassie.
Yeah. And I go, mate, you've got to go back. We've got to go home.
Oh, yeah, like the dog's understanding that.
I know. But then I said, come on, mate. And he followed me. It was incredible. I said, you've got to come home. He goes, woof, woof. And it was like Skippy. He follows me down the road. And then the poor Tony's going, Rusty. And I go, I found him. And the dog goes running up.
Oh, look.
What?
You're a dog hater, and why? It's amazing.
I'm not a dog hater.
Well, but the dog would know that you're not a dog person.
Yeah,
and it's followed you.
It's followed me.
Yeah,
is that normal? I don't know about dogs.
Well, you've introduced yourself. Yeah. Basically, you said Rusty. As soon as you say Rusty, then Rusty goes woof. He's going back. He goes Dave. He's going Dave.
What a hero I am.
Well, okay. Here's how much of a hero you are. What did the guy say?
Oh, thanks so much. No reward.
I mean, did you think he might open his wallet and pull out a 20?
Well, do you give a reward? I lost my wallet once in the city when I was working a long time ago. I remember one time, this guy found my wallet in the city.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he rang me. He worked in insurance or something and said, oh, you can come and get it if you want. I thought, yeah, no worries. So I went and got him a box of chocolates. But when I came out of the lift and went to reception, is Ron here or whatever? Ron was really fat, and I felt bad giving him the chocolates.
Ron would be fine with that.
I think Ron, he's like, I don't really eat a lot of that food. I'm like, do you? Just take it for your car, Ron.
I had a friend of mine who left his wallet at my house, right? And then he drove off. And then he rings me and goes, is my wallet there at your house? I go, let me have a look. Oh, yeah, it's here. Come and get it. So he must have done it out of instinct. He walks in the house. He picks up the wallet and checks if the cash.
He checks if there's any money. Yeah. The cash is all there.
Go, what do you think I would, But that's obviously instinct.
Yes.
Is going, are my cards there? Yes. Is my money there?
Yeah.
But I was slightly offended.
Yeah, you would be.
Yeah.
Well, did I check? I would have checked the money too. It was all there.
Would there be a time that you would have taken the wallet and if you were, let's just say you're living in a share house, you don't have much money, if you found a wallet with a big wad in there, what would you do?
No, I would ring the person.
Yeah, I
don't know if I could. I don't think I could steal off an individual.
No.
But if I saw a bit wad of cash, there's always that story of the guy who found like 20 grand on the road and he just handed it into the police. I don't know if I'd do that. Because who's got 20 grand? Like, that'd be drugs or something, wouldn't it?
But what you do, you make up a story in your head.
Yeah.
You go, well, this is obviously ill-gained.
Yes.
So, therefore, I'm going to gain from the ill.
I'm going to use this money and give it to charity. Well, a little bit of it's charity, not all of it.
Yeah.
Not all of it.
It's a tricky one.
It is tricky. Play the music.
Related now, please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Oh, and here we are. Welcome to the podcast, Somehow Related, with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill. And we got two topics, and we've got to work out how they are related. Sometimes it's three, isn't it?
Do you hang out with your relatives?
Yeah.
Because the show is somehow related. That's what I'm saying.
So, well, my immediate family.
Do you have family reunions?
Sometimes we used to, yeah. But Mum and Dad had passed away now, so not as much.
Yeah, no, yeah. Our families still get together, but there's because when I was growing up, you would playing with your cousins was.
It's great.
Yeah, it was
absolutely,
great.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as you get older, you sort of get a little bit of distance from your cousins. But I still try to keep up to it. My brothers are better at
keeping up.
Yeah, keeping up. But
yeah, so I don't have many cousins. I've got Neil and Susan. Dad's got no brothers or sisters, so that was easy. There's no cousins on that side, so it was just Neil and Susan on Mum's side, and Neil lives in Perth. So every time I go to Perth, I see him.
Oh, so you actually ring your mum and go and see him?
Yeah.
What would you do? Have lunch?
Yeah, have lunch.
How's conversation go? Does it die out after?
No.
It holds. I bet you're good at that.
He comes and sees my comedy show. He's got adult children. He's married to an Irish woman, Marianne, and so I get on well with Neil. Because he reminds me of his dad, of course. He reminds me of Uncle Barry, who's still around.
Now,
and then there's Susan, who the sister, and she lives with Barry and Judy, so I see them occasionally.
Do you have people in your family that call you uncle?
Yeah, have I got any? Yeah, but I've got like my brother's kids.
Uncle Dave.
Yeah, I've got my brother's kids. Yeah,
they say call you.
Yeah,
Uncle Dave is coming over.
Yeah.
When? How long does that last for?
I think it lasts forever, doesn't it?
Yeah, I realise it lasts forever in theory.
So they would talk,
but surely.
So your kids, your niece and nephews would call you Uncle Glenn.
But they shouldn't, because I'm Glenn.
Okay, all
right.
But
no, but hang on.
You don't want that title?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know, it feels a bit in London.
Deliverance.
It just feels a little bit
weird.
How you doing, Uncle Glenn?
Uncle Glenn.
How you doing? Anyway, so my nephews call me Uncle Glenn. I don't know whether they're joking or not.
Well,
they're probably not. Maybe they haven't progressed. I know when I stopped calling Auntie Pat, and called her Pat, I thought I was a grown-up.
Yeah. But all your nephews would be
in their 30s.
Yeah.
So you can't be saying uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't know. I have another friend's daughter who calls me Uncle Glenn's on the phone.
Yeah.
I just think, if you learned it at an early age, you can't give it up.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
That just makes me feel.
But my kids get on well with all their cousins. So all my brothers have got kids.
Yeah.
And they're all similar kind of ages, from 16 to, almost 30. They all get on well when they see each other, which is good.
It is really good.
Yeah, it's great.
Because there's nothing like a cousin. There's your friends. There's the people there's nothing like someone you live in a share house with. They're special friends because you just hang out with them. Then there's your cousins. You just, a lot can go unsaid. You don't need to.
Yeah.
It's not like.
Yeah. Well, for example, my daughter just started at uni this year, and Mark's kid is at the same uni, and so they met for lunch.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, we should get our topics.
Somehow related. That's
That's why we're talking about relations.
Okay.
I do have other cousins that I don't see too, because it's a long story, but the mum's other brother had a wife, and she left him, and they didn't know where she went, and the kids grew up without knowing, and then we met them at a reunion. They were really nice, but I don't see them much. But anyway. Should we get our topics?
I've enjoyed when you've actually made requests. Is there anything you'd like to request from the menu from Sam today? Because she's there. Look, I dare say she has many, many topics ready for us to go.
Well, remember we said we didn't want celebrities, and she gave us celebrities.
Yeah.
And then we said, I would like something just... Because we're recording this on a Monday.
Yep.
It's a Monday.
Yep. You want something...
Just run of the mill.
Oh, you want...
I'd even say something domestic. I can't. My brain's not ready to. I had a big weekend of not drinking or anything, but stuff going on. So I don't want to. I don't
have to work too hard.
I don't think about high. I don't want her to say.
I'd be highfalutin.
AI or.
I think she'll hear that. I think she'll take it on board.
You just give us something that we can just riff on, man.
Every day. Something
every day.
Yeah, something every day.
What are the topics, Sam?
Dettol, Twinings tea and Weetabix.
Well, Dave, she has responded to you.
You can't get any more domestic than Dettol. That's incredibly
Did you have?
domestic.
Was it a standard in your house?
Yeah, we've still got Dettol at our house.
Is it in a bottle form or is it in a tube?
It's in a bottle form. It's in a plastic bottle.
And would you actually put Dettol on if you cut yourself, or is it only for the kids?
You know what? There's Dettol and then there's betadine, isn't there?
Which is the one, the coloured one that they used
betadine.
That's betadine.
That's betadine, I reckon.
And because I'm going to say, maybe my parenting wasn't very good, but we weren't a Dettol house.
Wow.
I don't remember. Some houses were Dettol houses. Some were betadine. Some houses were just
terps. Metho.
Oh, well, I remember when I was at school, if you ran over and scraped your knee, you had to tie your hanky around your knee.
I think
Band-Aid.
Before betadine, there was something else at school which was orange, like
you're right.
Not chloroform.
Yeah, but it would be alcohol based.
Yeah, but it was real orange.
Yeah. And you could always tell a kid he had orange knees or an orange elbow or something. Or an orange.
I don't know if that was betadine. Maybe it was a form of betadine, but it was called something else when we were at school.
So Dettol would be...
We have it in a bottle, and Kieran sometimes uses it to clean stuff too, because it's an anaesthetic.
And say if one of the kids cut it, would you then dab it onto a bit of cotton wool?
Yes.
Or a tissue or something?
Yeah, and then you put it on the wound.
And you go dab, 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 and you go, ow,
ow,
ow, Dad, that hurts.
Like if anyone's ever been sick, she sometimes washes the sinks and stuff with Dettol, because it just really...
What happens if one of your cousins came over and they hurt themselves? What did your mum do?
No, she'd look after them.
Because it is a bit... Because as we've said before, because sometimes... when you sit with a grandchild or you go, just know that the bruise is already there. It's like picking up a hire car.
Yeah.
So when I know when...
no, you've got to do the explainer as you hand them back.
Well, that's right. 'Cause I remember Ken used to come on Christmas holidays with us down the beach. And Ken had red hair. Mum used to cover him in zinc.
Oh, yeah.
Like he was some sort of, I don't know... cabaret performer. Poor Ken. Whereas we would not wear much. It was either those days it was zinc or nothing really.
Did anyone say Ken wears Barbie? Did anyone? Sure, they would have said that to him.
No, I don't remember.
Ken wears Barbie.
I don't. Maybe Ken didn't exist back. That's such a long time ago. But so you put it on, and then would you then put a Band-Aid over it?
Yeah. I mean, these days you let it, but you want to air it a bit too, I reckon.
Right.
Like, when was the last time you cut yourself? I've cut myself cooking, though. Really annoys me when you cut The other day I was washing some knives in the sink and I cut myself on a serrated one. Oh, and it started to bleed a lot.
I cut myself on a rock the other day in the water.
Yeah.
I hit my foot, and they bleed a lot in the water.
Yeah.
Which attracts sharks, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Is Dettol purely to Australia? Or
No,
is
it's British.
Ah, it's
British
British.
is Dettol. Bro, Dettol is British.
And it would be old school. It'd be like
Yeah.
from the 1930s or something.
It must be.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't want to have an early guess, but all these things are British. Weetabix.
Hang on, let's just step back on that.
They're all British.
Is it Weetabix or is it Weetabix?
I think she said Weetabix, which is the British version of Weetabix. But we can talk about Weetabix because we don't have Weetabix here. But when you go to England, it's Weetabix. It's not Weetabix.
Who came first?
I'm pretty sure the British one came first.
I'm going to say I reckon Weetabix came first. And they, for some reason, over in the UK, they called it Weetabix.
Really? Remember Weetabix used to be made here in Victoria at the sanitarium factory in Warburton? This great old Art Deco factory was on
How
the
did
river.
you know that?
Oh, we used to go on scout camps there, and you could smell it cooking. And they're all Seventh-day Adventists, I think, working there at sanitarium. Yeah, and you'd see all the workers going in and out of the
Really?
sanitarium. Yeah, in Warburton. And I looked it up the other day. I don't know why I looked up the sanitarium because I wondered, does that factory still operate? And I was doing a gig nearby or something, and no, but the council are going to refurbish it or turn into something. Or I think it's derelict.
So what? Have we finished talking about Dettol?
Oh, what do you want to say?
No, but I'm just saying because I would like to talk about Weetabix.
Let's talk about Weetabix.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, are you Weetabix or Vitabritz?
That's a great
Yeah,
question.
it's like Ford or Holden.
Oh no, absolutely. I will tell you, I'm Vitabritz.
Vitabritz.
What do you? Yes.
Why?
And I'll tell you exactly why. I'll tell you exactly why
Why?
I'm a Vitabritz guy. Because there's a firmer hold with the Vitabritz. Whereas the Weetabix, they kind of just fell apart straight away.
I was always Weetabix. And then I went
No.
on holiday with someone, they had Vitabritz, and Vitabritz was like they were a
alien.
taste sensation compared to Weetabix. I think they got a different taste.
Oh, so you
Vitabritz.
think they're good?
Yeah, but I went back to Weetabix. I don't know why.
Well, we used to have Vegemite, and we'd go up to Sydney, and these people had this thing called Marmite. It was like, what's going on?
Yeah, the British thing.
Yeah. So Marmite's British, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just Vitabritz. They hold on,
Yeah.
and I reckon the Weetabix just goes to mush quite easily.
Oh yeah, but that's
If you did a taste test and you put milk on Vitabritz and you put milk on Weetabix, come back in 5 minutes, the Weetabix would be a wash, and the Vitabritz would be, what's the word?
solid.
Hold its.
Their density, their structure. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this: in an average sitting, whether it be breakfast, and I'm going to breakfast or after school, because Vitabritz is very popular at our place after school. How many in a sitting?
Well, no, I can only think of now. I would only have 2, but back then I would have had
Four.
4.
Yeah.
4.
I remember my brother. He was like
4.
really grown up. He would have 6.
But remember
after school.
6. Remember there was that Grant Kenny? Was it Grant Kenny campaign where he had 8 Weetabix? Was it or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's like
the Iron Man.
The more Weetabix you have, or Vitamix you have, the bigger you are. Okay, would you only add milk?
Yeah, but
Would you add sugar?
Sugar, yeah.
See, back in the day, you would add sugar. Even to all cereal was like it was your right to add sugar. Oh, look at me! I'm an adult. I'm sprinkling sugar on top, which was disgusting and wrong because it was already full of sugar, wasn't it?
My kids still eat Weetabix and they have banana or honey.
I was going to say. So nowadays, I dare say they probably have
honey,
various milks they can put on it.
Yeah,
they would have various yogurts they can put.
Yeah,
they put honey on there. Did you put a banana on there?
Yeah, when I've stopped eating breakfast for years now. I haven't eaten Weetabix.
Why not?
I just fast overnight. You know.
So you go till about 12 o'clock, then you go
11.
big time.
Yeah, 11.
Does it work for you?
Yeah, well, it has so. Well, I've maintained my weight. Put it that way. Anyway, I never really liked breakfast.
You know, I look forward to breakfast.
You like breakfast?
I'm doing the overnight oats at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Selena the other day made banana oat pudding. Oh, my God.
Yum. Oats are good. Oats are good in a biscuit.
And I'm having the steel cut oats.
Oh, yeah.
Which the body...
What does that mean? What does that mean, actually? What does it actually mean?
Well, it means it's the pure grain.
My kids like oats.
I listened to a whole podcast on this the other day. Don't tell me I'm...
Not interesting.
What is the difference between an oat that has been like you got your steel cut, then it goes right down to your 2 minute.
But what is the difference? I've always wondered.
Well, let me tell you.
Quick oats is different from steel cut, is it?
Yeah, and there's been some talk that the 2 minutes spike your blood sugar.
So what's the what's steel cut mean?
A minimal amount of processing has happened to them.
Oh, okay.
Whereas with your 2 minute is a lot of processing.
Right.
And as you know, processed food is not good for you. So if you want to stay at the right end of the pool, you go up with steel cut or it's the something or othered, and they're like it's a much firmer bit of grain.
So
So I don't eat the 2 minute anymore because it spikes the blood sugar. Whereas if you do the other, it's slow release.
So what's the overnight oats? What's the benefit of that?
You just put. Oh God, I'm interesting. All I do is I put some oats in a bowl and put whatever milk you like on it and whack it in the fridge. And the next day, it's just firm. It's nice consistency.
Yeah. Keep it regular. That's what you need. You probably need that. Oh, no, I do like when I have Weetabix. I like it, but I haven't had it for a while.
I probably should be having some protein at breakfast.
Yes,
but I don't.
You should.
What would be your ideal breakfast if you could have it? Let's just say you go to the buffet at the 4-star hotel you're staying at up in Coolangatta for the gig that you did for the
steel people.
Yeah.
I go pretty basic. I like a good muesli or a granola with some yogurt.
Yeah, I don't too many nuts and stuff.
What?
Too many surprises in there.
I love it, and I'd have some fresh fruit, and then I just have like peanut butter toast or crumpet, and sometimes I go like bacon and eggs.
Yeah, I do. I go eggs if I can.
I like poached eggs.
Yeah,
I love poached eggs.
I will struggle for a muffin.
You know what I did get? You know where I went the other day? They had an omelette station. Oh, that was good. That was good.
Next stop,
the omelette station.
So that now, when you go to a big hotel, there's a big line at the omelette station because the poor chef is doing about
5 omelettes, 6 omelettes.
Yeah, and they go, "Oh, could I please have some extra bacon?" Special order, and you feel for those people. I think those people hate people. Understandably, because they do. They just, but they do a good job. Don't get me wrong. No, but it's hard. Yeah, but I'm not a big omelette person. I
have an omelette for lunch sometimes.
It's found it too much.
No, it's great. 2 eggs, a mushroom, tomato. Oh.
Yeah, there's something. It's something. I need that crunch. I need that.
Oh, okay. You don't like that sloppy food. No, I like sloppy food.
Yeah, I don't mind a bit of sloppy food, but I don't know. It's something. Maybe there's too much going on. Maybe it's the cheese. I don't know. Is there cheese in an omelette?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's just too much going on. But my ideal breakfast would be your oats with some fruit, probably, and then maybe I would just go, "Hey, I'm away. I'm going to have a croissant with a coffee."
A croissant? Yeah, I don't like any of that stuff.
Really?
No, Kieran loves it. I don't like croissants. Nah.
Croissant with jam. Seriously.
I know it's good, but I eat it and I go, that's too full on for me.
Okay, here's a question for you. Back in the day, we used to have cereal. And if you were lucky enough, as you were pouring the cereal out, a toy would fall out.
Oh, yeah, the best. Yeah, I got some of those toys.
Yeah, have you?
I bought some at a shop, and that they were called, the Kellogg's had this whole series of Tully birds. And so they were a cross between a tool and a bird. So it was like a pelican that was like a wrench. And it was like, a penguin that was like a hammer.
Well, there's a good day at the
Tully birds.
At the marketing
that's
department.
Worth money.
Yeah.
They're good.
And I remember mine were, you would put a bit of string on cotton on them, and you hang a weight, and they would walk across the table.
Oh, yeah, they had some great toys.
Yeah, but I only imagine, why did they stop doing it?
Must have been health reasons or something, or someone ate one.
Well, I would imagine someone, because I did this.
Someone choked on a Tully bird.
Well, you pour that into your Cocoa Pops, and all of a sudden there's a Tully bird in there, and the kid's choking on a Tully bird.
Yeah.
Because the other day I made a salad, and when there's kit salads, and we got the bacon in one, you got croutons, and you got the cheese, and you got the dressing.
Similar to what we just had then.
Yeah. And I put it all in, and then I'm tossing it all. I'm going, gee, that lettuce is crunchy.
What was it?
It was the plastic that I had forgotten on one of the ingredients. I'm going, wow, this is the crunchiest salad. And it was then a pool covered in mayonnaise and bacon and stuff. And, so anyway.
Quite the master chef.
So, Weetabix, I don't know whether Weetabix or Wheat Bix are any different from... But
what was that at? Aussie kids. Oh, Wheat Bix kids. Aussie kids. Oh, Wheat Bix kids. Good song.
Could we have that for...
Thinky music.
Because now you've said it. Now
Honestly,
that's
kids.
one of those things that if you say it, it'll probably get stuck on the listener's head the rest of the day. Don't you hate it when you get a song stuck on your head?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it when you can't work out what song it is either. You just get a lyric. You're like, what is that?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Twinings. Twinings? Twinings tea.
Yep.
You love a tea, don't you?
No.
You don't love tea?
No.
I thought you loved tea.
No. Like
Got you
years
mixed
ago.
up with
Years
someone
ago.
else.
Yeah. No, well, I think you're right in saying that.
My brother Glenn loves tea.
Yeah, no, but there was a time that I was. I think the reason you say that is because Mick Malloy.
Oh, yes, they go on tour. Yes.
We go on tour, and then Jeff Stilson and I would be backstage. He would say fighting over the tea bag.
Yeah, both teetotalers.
Where he would. Well, we're not, but it was just made for good story because
It's funny.
You know what Mick Malloy's like backstage.
Yes.
Well, no one knows what Mick Malloy's been like
Oh,
backstage.
he'd be into the beers. There's no doubt
Well,
about that.
he used to. I've said this before. There was the beer ratio. He had to work out whether to have one beer and they'd be halfway through his second. But by the time he got on, or should he be into his third? And you'd have to talk him through it. You'd go, I'm halfway through my first. When do I? And you're going, well, Jeff's going to be about this amount of time, bloody. But so he had to peak his alcohol consumption at the right time by the time he's on stage.
Yeah.
And he reckons I'm high maintenance.
There was a guy that used to, Marty Lappin, who was a comic, used to live with Hughesy, and he used to go to bed every night with 2 long necks. And as Hughesy goes, because the time before going to bed and falling asleep can be really boring. So this guy would lie in bed, drink 2 long necks and fall asleep.
There you go. Whatever works for
I think
you.
he's given up drinking now.
Twine. Who? Oh, really?
Yeah, he's given up drinking.
Look, there's a lot said about alcohol. Let's be honest. It's toxic.
Yeah, it's a poison. But you know what? I had a beer on... Where was I? Oh, I saw the guys I went to high school with, Noddy, who...
I like Noddy.
Yeah, Noonan said, Noddy, you get mentioned on the podcast all the time.
Does he know?
Yeah, people say things to him. Like, they're talking about, this and that. And
because immediately you say Noddy was there, I go, well, this is going to be
good
interesting.
story.
This is going to be a
Good
great story.
I was telling my daughter voted for the first time because she's 18 in the election.
How did you feel? Very important?
Yeah. And I said, yeah, we went up to the local Uniting Church in Mitcham, me, my brother, Noddy, and another guy, maybe Wookie. And Noddy's like, let's give some stick to the Liberals. And we're like, yeah, we all get out full of gusto. And, of course, the Liberals are old ladies or something. You're like, there you go, boys. Oh, hello, thank you, Mrs. Thompson. No, oh, yeah. How's your mum? How's your mum and dad? Oh, very good. No one gave anyone any stick.
Oh, that's good. So Twinings,
Yeah.
don't know that much about Twinings, but I'm thinking that it's an English company, quite
Renowned.
It presents a quite refined. That is their image.
Twinings
tea. So you're not a tea guy.
No. My twin brother Glenn is, though. He's like, it's like an appetite suppressant. You have a tea.
Because I reckon there are households that are tea households and they're coffee households.
Yeah, we're a tea household. My wife and daughter drink a lot of tea.
Look, this is terrible, but I find it a little bit wanky when people go with a pot of tea and then they put a cozy on it and they stand there and they jiggle it.
Oh, yeah.
I go, get on with it.
We don't do that.
Oh, what do you call that? Where
you rest the tea, don't you? You
got to rest it. And it's got what's the word? I don't know what the word is. And then
I'm not a tea
it's got a
person.
tea cozy on it. And it's seriously, just pour the tea. Or give me a bag. It's going to be the same. I reckon they should be made to take a taste test between them. Oh, look, I can't say this. I find potted tea too strong.
Yeah. Well, you've said it. The
There's the big,
upset.
the tea people
Cup
are
of
going to be
tea.
very upset. They're going to. I love the ritual of pouring it, one for each person and one for the pot. Is that the rule with tea?
Yes.
Yeah. We never, my childhood, we never had tea bags.
No.
Tea bags were a big thing when they first came in.
They were.
You're putting tea in a bag, and the bag's got staples on it.
Well,
And you're putting staples into hot
Yeah.
water.
the story of tea is incredible, though. Where's tea from? What country do you think it's from?
So on.
No, it's China.
No, really?
Yep. And so what happened? I
Good
read
on the
about-
Chinese. Remember, we've got to be friends with the Chinese. Remember?
Yeah, you get the French Chinese. We're not, they're great friends of ours.
Have you seen that Chinese
Great.
guy do Trump online?
No.
Hilarious.
I got to live a look.
Yeah, he's the best Trump I've ever seen.
A Chinese guy.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
and he does it in China.
Oh, really?
Beautiful city, like look at there it is, and there is I love it, and it's beautiful, and he's great. I can't.
Think about Trump. He would probably go to China and quite like it. I like the way you got these factories and there's just people working. Like he'd love all that. You're like, this kid's 15. He's in a mine. I reckon he'd like it. But anyway, the tea, because a lot of people think tea is from India. Tea was introduced to India by the British because the British sent this guy. It's a fascinating story.
Oh, let me be the judge of that.
The guy, they should be a movie. They sent this Scottish because
China
would not. They're not going to give us their tea secrets. They're not going to give us their tea. Hang on, I've got mixed up with rice. No, it's tea. I'm sure it's tea. This Scottish guy goes into China, and he goes undercover as a Chinese person.
Yes.
For 2 years in China to learn, because the Chinese would not give away their tea growing secrets. You can imagine a Scottish guy going undercover in China. Hoodsman. That's not how you make tea. And then he takes the secrets to India and introduces the tea to the Indian people.
That's fascinating.
Oh, what a story.
I don't know whether it's...
I don't know if it's true.
Maybe it's a documentary.
You reckon it's a doco?
I think it's a doc. I don't think it's a feature film. Because
we start off someone having a cup of tea on a building site or somewhere, and someone saying, "You know where tea's from?" And like you say, "Yeah, see, Sri Lanka or India." No, it's actually from China. And then the guy goes,
roll the credits then, and then the title comes up called "The Story of Tea."
The Story of Tea.
Yeah,
tea time.
Okay, here's a question for you. If all the hot beverages got together, we've done this before.
Have we done it with tea?
I don't think we have.
Yeah.
Okay, who's already there?
I think tea's a real staple, but it's a bit boring.
But can tea bags already be there?
Yeah, they're there.
They're there.
Milo's there.
Milo's there. Hot chocolate's
there.
Oh, Ovaltine's there.
Oh, that's Ovaltine's.
He's working there, is he?
Barely allowed in.
Oh, really?
You know, what about Activite?
Oh, Activite. Activite might turn up again, mate.
The bouncer's like, mate, no. Come on, mate. No, I'm a hot drink. Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Coffee's kind of king.
Oh, but hang on. But I want to know who walks through the door and everyone goes respect.
I think coffee.
So who's final? So, okay.
But coffee would...
Surely potted tea thinks they're more important than coffee.
Oh, yeah, probably. But then coffee would come in various stages.
Steep. That was the word I was looking for. You got to let it steep. Is that the word?
Oh, is it? Really? I've never heard that.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah.
I think coffee would come in different stages. There'd be like an instant coffee. He's real run-of-the-mill.
Oh, okay. So
there's cappuccino.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well-dressed.
So, but I still reckon, because I can see in the party that tea would be up on a pedestal with a pot and a cozy around it, and everyone would just go...
like an elder, like a senior.
The people with Ovaltine would go over there, Milo would go over there, Teabag would worship at the teapot. Then...
Coffee walks in.
He's the brash one.
Yeah.
He walks in, he's a double shot or a triple shot, and around him he's got his bodyguard. He's got his latte and he's got cappuccino. Hey, cappuccino, why don't you get it? What the fuck you doing? Come on. Hey, there's a pot of tea. How you doing? And what else would there be? But then there'd be coming in late would be decaf.
Oh yeah, decaf. Yeah.
And like a matcha or something, or
oat milk, oat coffee,
and then bloody chamomiles here. He's so boring.
And then Bonox is trying to get in. Bonox.
Don't talk to them. They're really boring.
Instant soup.
Yeah. But would there be a fight? Do you think there'd be a fight breaking out somewhere between? I reckon Milo thinks it's pretty.
Yeah, pretty good. Milo'd be arcing up at hot chocolate. Oh, yeah. What are you? Oh, yeah. Well, we were kind of around before you. You know,
marshmallows. That's bullshit, mate. You do not play marshmallows in.
I think Milo would be a bit macho because it's kind of always been associated with sport for some reason. Milo.
Yeah.
We're like, proper, you guys. Should we have some thinking music?
Yeah, well, we did say. Do you want to sing it again?
Aussie kids. Oh, Weetabix kids.
Because, is that ad still on? I don't think it's on anymore.
But that's from the 80s.
But it's going to hurt a lot of people because it's going to take them back a long way.
Time.
Sam, could we please have the
Weetabix,
not Weetabix,
the Weetabix kids
ad?
It's Australia's favourite breakfast. Weetabix is number one. From Aussie kids to grown-ups, it's loved by everyone. Aussie kids, our Weetabix kids. Aussie kids, our Weetabix kids. Aussie kids, our Weetabix kids. Aussie kids, our Weetabix kids.
What a great ad. They don't make them like that anymore.
Stuck on people's heads now. As we said before, you need a jingle. Why aren't jingles cutting through anymore?
You do hear them on the radio occasionally, and that's good. I like it. Yeah, occasionally.
I can't think of any jingles nowadays. I can think of musical bits because what they do now is often they'll take something from a rapper or something.
Yeah.
And then there's one insurance out. They go, that is a great song.
Oh, hang on.
Uh-oh.
Zoo flow. What's that one that goes something flow? Cool flow.
Oh yeah.
Cold flow. Cold flow.
It does sound a bit like
it's
you're singing.
aircon. It's an aircon ad, I think. Cold flow. You know that one?
Yeah, I do. I know, but I can't quite get it.
Does it sound like I'm singing the Weetabix song?
It does.
That's it.
Heating and cooling. Welcome to Cold Flow.
That's the one.
That's a very good get from you.
40 years.
Do it again.
Heating and cooling. Welcome to Cold Flow.
That's good. See, that's a modern jingle.
Yeah, that makes you want to go and buy an air conditioner.
Cold flow. Sponsors now. All right. Okay. All right. What's your answer?
I think if you do the heritage on it, the same family owned all of them.
Oh, Twinings, Dettol, and
Yeah. Weetabix.
Wheatbix. You know what? They're all British,
Yeah.
and I reckon that's a clue. I'll say they're all British, and they're all originally from China. They're a Chinese idea that the British took and made it themselves.
Oh, that's good. That makes them somehow.
that
That's
makes them
very good.
related.
That's good.
What is the answer, Sam?
Dettol, Twinings tea and Weetabix are all approved for royal, used by the British royal family. The monarch gets to choose which products will be accepted into the exclusive club offer known as the Royal Warrant.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
I know Dettol has the logo on it.
What does that mean?
It means they're the official supplier. Now that I think about it, Twinings also has it on their product, official supplier to the royal family. Have a look next time. If you've got a Dettol bottle, it's on there.
Jeez, if I was a royal family, I want a bit of kickback out of that.
Maybe they get a bit of kickback.
You want a bit of back end.
The Queen was
'Cause
always
if
a
they're
good-
using your logo, you know, your royal logo.
The Queen was always a good businesswoman.
Do you reckon Harry should? He's upset about
the security.
What do you think about that? He said that he wants to. He's left the royal family, and now
They don't want to give him security.
no, they don't want to give him the police. But police say something. But couldn't he just hire some?
I know. Just hire. You got a lot of money. Just hire someone.
I mean, and then you'll get exactly what you want. You say, I want you to do this, this, and this, and this. Why is he sort of holding on, toeing the line as far as? Would he listen to this podcast?
No.
I think
Maybe
he
Megan
would.
Megan does.
Megan would, because she get a lot of tips about life. Hi, Megan. How's your new
Megan.
Netflix show going?
Yeah. I think he's sort of been institutionalised, and he's just used to it, maybe. He's just grown up with that kind of thing. Maybe.
But surely over there, where is he? In California or something?
Yeah, he's America.
Surely he has security over there.
Yeah, why don't they just come with him?
Just put him on the plane.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird, and he's getting very upset. They're not doing himself any favours in that regard.
No.
So normally you would finish with
Some
have
kind of
you
joke.
got have you got a tea joke?
No. You got any tea? Got any coffee jokes? Anything?
The only thing I remember is that when I was on the panel, when I first started, as a little scared little boy that I was on the panel, I didn't know what sort of jokes to do. And the first joke that I did that was a little bit was my own was a coffee joke.
Oh, go on, give it to us.
So I say what happened was there was a guy had been taken off the Winter Olympics team because he was using caffeine to enhance his performance.
Ooh.
And they said you can't do that. And he was cast off. I can't remember what his name was. Anyway, I said, because I was the funny guy, I said, I think he claimed he wasn't on caffeine. That's right. And I said, no, I know that he's on caffeine because I...
Right.
I'm laughing at my own joke. Because I was at the urinal with him the other day, and when his urine came out, it went like this. Good joke.
Good one, Glenn. We'll be right back with Matt Damon after this.
Classy.